Hi everyone, today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use our content and contents widgets within our content editor. Now, the reason why we have these widgets is because let's say you made a piece of content or a loop and you want to bring that into a content you're creating. Now, that's exactly what that's used for, and this creates a little bit of content inception, if you will, but I want to go ahead and provide an example so this makes sense before we start creating something here. So what I want to do is, as you see here, we have breakfast items and then we have some beverages here, and this looks like a restaurant's menu. So ultimately what I want is I want to bring in this information and have it cycle between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I want it to still have like the restaurant landing page, but I just want this information to cycle. So first, I need to go ahead and remove the background color on my page properties here and just make it transparent. Since the text is white, we can no longer see it, but I'm going to go ahead and save these changes and then go and select our other content. So now if I go here to Lily Splash, you can see that we have our restaurant landing page here, but I want to bring in that information that I had within my other content. So if I just want to bring in one, that's going to be our content widget rather than contents. And I'm going to go ahead and resize this. And I think that's good. Let me just maybe make it a little bit bigger. Perfect. So now if I go over here to source within our properties panel, this is going to allow me to select the content or even a loop or a schedule if I had one. But in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and choose my breakfast menu. And the preview hasn't caught up yet. As you can see here, I removed this information previously, but it just hasn't had a chance to save. So let me go ahead and save this here, and let's preview. You can now see that that information has loaded in here, while we still have our Lily's splash page here. So once again, this is how you bring in a content, but let's say that you wanted to bring in several contents. Let's take a look at that. So if we want to bring in multiple contents, all we would have to do is use our contents widget. So let me get rid of the regular content widget, delete this, and then bring in our contents, plural. And now that we've done this, let me go ahead and resize here. I need to bring this down just a bit. There we go. Looks like I'm gonna have to resize it again. It'll be a little off, but that will work. So here in your properties panel, you're gonna notice that it looks a little bit different, but what you can do is you can go ahead and add your own content. So let's do that. And let's pick our first one. Let's start with breakfast. Then click the plus icon. And then as you see, this adds sort of a playlist down here in this panel. Now this is where you can change the duration of how long you want that content to play for. Let's just put it to 5 seconds for this purpose. And then let's bring in another content here. Let's find our lunch menu. Perfect. Click the plus icon, change it to 5 seconds, and then let's add dinner. Once again, clicking the plus icon and pressing 5 here to make that the duration. Now what we could do is we could randomize this and then choose, when you bring in data integration, that's what some of these options are for here. But if we go to our other tab, all the properties are pretty much the same as a lot of our other widgets. So now that we have these multiple slides brought in here or other contents, it's going to cycle through breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each for 5 seconds. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So let's save and preview. So there you can see it brings in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that's actually going to be it for this tutorial on how to use our content and contents widgets. If you have any questions, please send us an email at sales@wallboard.info. Thank you, and see you next time.